Good morning. Good morning, good morning, good morning. How are we this morning? Good morning. Oh my god, guys. I'm low-key really excited to play a visual novel. We haven't played a visual novel in a really long time. I'm so excited. I love visual novels so much. Good afternoon. I'm good. I'm grooving. I'm schmooving. I woke up this morning. Why does it feel like it's just been 11 hours since we last saw you? I know, right? It's only been... Gosh. It's been so long. Time for words. There's voice acting in this game. Look how cute it is. It's been a long time since we played a visual novel, hasn't it? I'm really excited to play one. I'm really hoping this year I can play more visual novels because I really want you guys to be able to experience more. I have a few that are on my list. Played Devil May Cry. Man, it was late for me, man. I know. It was late. I wanna do some games later in the evening so some people can experience some Umineko stream when. Do I have the mental fortitude to read through the entirety of Umineko on stream? That's a Fata Morgana. You know, one VN that I do really want to play on stream is I do now have Witch on the Holy Night, which unfortunately for me, I'm a fake fan. I haven't read a whole lot of the greater Nasuverse stuff, so I'm thinking that maybe at some point here soon we'll play the one on the left reminds me of you. She's really cute. They're all really cute. I'd really like to play Witch on the Holy Night. Maybe. I think that it'd be really cool to get to play some more like Type Moon sort of stuff, greater Nasuverse stuff. I talk a lot about Fate, but I think that overall maybe some more varied stuff would be fun. You know. But this is Please Be Happy. I was actually given this, full disclosure. This was from the studio, actually. Please Be Happy is a really cute, comfy, like, Yuri VN about a fox girl and the people around her, which is going to be super cute, super adorable. Love it. No notes. I have another one that's on this list as well, that we'll be playing at a later date as well, but I really wanted to play this one. I am playing it right now, Witch of the Holy Night. You will love it, trust me. I got it as a Christmas gift. I got it. I got it as a Christmas gift, so I've been very excited to play it. I'm super excited to play this too. I mean, just look at how cute they are.
I wonder what Wellington will be like.
I want to jump in. I want to go. Fog settled over the forest, far from the villages and towns, and with it came silence. Birch trees shivered, pondering the weather, and dropped their leaves in fright. Streams bubbled, unseen by man, and babbled like birds in the trees. In the middle of the forest was a grove, and in the middle of that grove was a log. It had been years since it had fallen, once one of the proudest trees around, and now in death has a home. Now in death was home to an abundance of life. A line of frantic ants ran to and fro, mushrooms, clouds, cloud-like and pillowy, sprouted across one side. like a footpath for fairies. Nearby, an old toad flopped contentedly in the mud. And inside the deep, damp hollow of the tree, something slept. A traveler... I can't read this morning. A traveler strolled... I can't read this morning! Ah! A traveler strolled into the grove. Their steps were slow and tired, and they spotted a log with relief, and greeting an old friend. Weary from the day's journey, the traveler sat to take a rest. Whoosh! With a scrambling of nails on rotten wood, a shadow bolted from inside the log to tall grass nearby. The traveler watched the brush rustle as a faint patch of fur appeared within. Hello there, friend. I didn't mean to disturb you. They held their hand towards the grass, offering a piece of dried fish. At first, there was no reaction, and then... First, a snout appeared, quivering as it tested the air, then followed the rest of the fox. Sleek and tawny, as she took several slow steps forward. Her amber eyes were alight with mistrust, but also with wild, wild curiosity. The stranger sat unfazed, their offerings still outstretched. Oh, fox. Good morning, Jack. They dared to meet the fox's eyes, and in that glance felt something kindred. As the fox closed her jaw around the gift, a pond was made. Maybe we aren't so different, you and I. Went into work when I didn't have to, so now I'm going home and I'm so tired. Oh, I'm so sorry. Hopefully you can get some rest. The traveler returned the next day, and the day after that. Each day, they brought some treat to their new friend. Each day, the fox's steps grew a little more trusting. One day, when the traveler arrived, the fox was sitting in the clearing waiting patiently.
Hello, my friend. Have you been waiting long?
The fox peered up at the traveler. Her amber eyes were warm and trusting. She accepted her gift of meat, gnawing it at the traveler's feet. Then and there, the traveler said, "Fuck, I can't read this morning. It is early, isn't it?" The traveler sat, imprinting into their mind the feeling of the wood beneath them, clean air around them, and the tender bond of companionship.
Where is your home, little fox? Is it here in this grove? Or do you come to see me too? This will be the last time, I'm afraid.
No!
Because I'll be going home tomorrow.
No!
Home is such a small place compared to the rest of the world.
Don't
Yet,
leave!
It's some place I can't wait to return to.
Don't leave us!
I wish I could bring you with me, little friend. I wish that you could see the world too. Your home is all around me though, isn't it? It's wherever the trees are. Wherever the leaves fall. Little fox, perhaps it's you who's the more fortunate of the two of us.
Who's gonna bring me snacks? All too soon, it was time for the traveler to go. As they bade goodbye to the forest and to the fox, they knew that they would not return, but that they would carry the memories with them always. The next day, the fox was waiting in the clearing patiently. Chapter 1 of Foxes and Fables.
We've now docked at Wellington Skyport.
We would be the
Thank
fox.
you for flying with Kiwi Airlines.
We would
and
not.
we hope to see you again.
We probably wouldn't be a kitsune. I forget what the Korean equivalent of a kitsune is, but what is that actually? What's the... Hold on.
そんじゃ
Kumiho.
あげていこうか。
What? Autumn! Autumn! Autumn, 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 autumn. What cute snake, am I right? I know! Hi, Raiders! Welcome in! For those of you who don't know me, my name is Lindor. I am your favorite little book bunny. I am a Dust Bunny VTuber who likes to stream a variety of games from all kinds of silly goofies, to action games, to visual novels, which is what we're doing today. We're playing Please Be Happy, which is an adorable little Yuri VN from Studio Lawn that we are engaging in. That's been on my list forever. Welcome in, Raiders! What were you guys up to? What'd you do today, Autumn? What are you doing? The Intercom's announcement. I clean forgot about this. I did not. I told you it was on my list. Intercom's announcement is muffled in the closet where I'm hiding. Just like the clatter of seatbelts, chattering of passengers getting ready to disembark. I wiggle around impatiently, sort of crouching here for, I don't know how it even long. Fuck, I can't read. This unboxing Hololive snack. Oh! Tori! Hi, Tori! I love you! Thank you for the follow. This unboxing Hololive snacking came with a random can badge. Ooh. We got Toa. Toa, great. I love Toa. Toa's so cute. I love her. She's got such a good singing voice, and she has such great energy. Let me see if I can reread this better. I wiggle around impatiently, sore from crouching in here for I don't even know how long it's been. Hours for sure. The last few minutes always feel like they take the longest. A parade of footsteps begin to pass outside my door. It's time. Oh, we stowed away. I listen carefully, waiting for the gap in the crowd. When it comes, I stand up and push the door open in a single movement. I give a wink to the shocked lady that I stepped out in front of. She doesn't even have time to gasp before I'm out of her sight. I'm good. It's good to see you, Tori. Good to see you guys. Humans. They're always kind of slow. Dude, the art for this game is so fucking cute, though. I love this style. I nod at the smiling flight attendant as I pass her by, then throw my hand over my face. It's been a while since I last flew, but it doesn't seem like things have changed much. It's always been harder to sneak on than it is to sneak off. I follow the crowd to the end of the walkway and step out onto the ground. After a long stretch, I take a breath and savor the fresh air after being stowed away for so long. Wellington Skyport is in it.
I made it!
So pretty. It is so pretty. My breathless voice joins the pleasant hum of the Skyport. A few clouds drift lazily overhead, almost within arm's reach. The sound of waves rolling onto the shores like a lullaby. Makes me want to burrow into the sand and take a nap. Hi! Welcome in, everybody. But I can't. First, I need to get out of here, and then there's more challenge ahead. Up ahead, the sneaking line of passengers splits as people are funneled into a few security stations. It's midnight over here, so I'm probably going to go to bed soon, but I really hope you have fun with this game. I'll catch the VOD on this one for sure. I hope that you have a good sleep, because you deserve a good sleep. You work so hard, Autumn. You need a nap. Get a full 8 hours. Or else. Well, I'm too far back to hear what the guards are saying. It looks like they're examining a little booklet for each traveler before letting them pass. Humans sure like processes and procedures. I definitely don't have a booklet like that. Glancing around, I hope to find another way out. An open window would work, or even an unguarded exit. I'm pretty sneaky today. Night! Unfortunately, it looks like the only way to leave is to go through security. Without any other option, I join one of the lines and prepare myself. I'll have to do this the old-fashioned way. The line moves briskly as passengers are cleared one after another. And I'm almost at the front of the queue before I know it. As the passenger in front of me approaches the booth, I listen closely.
Good afternoon. Passport, please.
Right here. It's good to be home.
I'm sure. Welcome back.
She stamps something on the man's booklet and hands it back to me. And continues out of the skyboard.
Next.
That's me. I don't know what they do to people without papers, but I don't want to find out. I'm sure it involves lots of questions, being escorted around, other unpleasant stuff. Casually approaching the gate, I put on my brightest, friendliest smile while keeping a slight distance. My breathing steady and my tail calm, I'm sure to put on a convincing act.
Passport, please.
Of course.
Fumble around in my pockets, pretending to look for my passport. Instead, I grabbed the useless, clunky phone that I've been carrying around when it clattered to the ground at the guard's feet. As expected, she bends down to retrieve
Oh,
it
let me
from
get that for you.
And I make a run for it, bolting ahead and rushing past security booths as quickly as I can.
Hey, you, wait!
Stop!
Uh-oh. By the time they realize what's happened, I already have a few seconds head start. My inhuman speed, combined with the natural chaos of the skyport, should also buy me a bit of time. Still, I've got to get them off my tail. Ooh. Oh, this is so cute! This is like a little interactive map. Nice. Dashing through the skyport doors and out into the road outside, I don't even have time to take in the city. Without stopping for a breath, I run into the narrow streets while weaving between the cars and shocked bystanders. Being seen by so many people like this is annoying, but it won't matter by tomorrow. Accurate lore simulator. I've never committed a crime in my life. I'm a very good person. Putting the thought out of my mind, I vault over a low wall into a nearby alley and land on a couch. Music from the game is outshining your voice when you speak. Do I need to turn it down a little bit? I want to be able to hear I want you guys to be able to hear the voice acting too. Out of sight, but for only a moment. I close my eyes and relax my muscles. All feeling disappears, except for a slight warmth against my neck. My secret weapon. The unremarkable looking pearl necklace is one of my only possessions, and by far the most important. A certain one of the beads is strung across my neck, begins to heat up in response to my will, a soothing warmth flowing through my body. My hands and feet begin to morph first, the fur chasing up my arms and legs as they distort and shorten. The sensation was so bizarre the first few times I tried it. It's amazing how it's become second nature by now. Closing my eyes, I let my body and my head shift and turn. My face is always a little uncomfortable. My once human face changed and lengthened to a snout, with some difficulty. The process is complete after only a few seconds. I open my eyes, not as a human, but as a fox. What little fox? I dart away without waiting, far quicker on 4 legs than I ever could be on 2. Obstacles like the stack of garbage cans ahead would be a pain to get past in human, but instead I'm able to foot between the gaps without slowing.
I know it!
Sounds like the security guard hasn't given up on me yet. I pick up pace, running fast as my paws will take me. We're so cute! Our heavy breathing gets farther and farther away, and in just a minute or two, I know I'm safe. I don't know where I am. It's not like I knew where I was when I started running. I feel almost bad. Even in the crowded city streets, there's no way anyone or anything can outrun me. The wind just wishes it could keep up with me. Comfortable that the danger is past, I slip into another alley. Once I'm sure I'm alone, I close my eyes. Concentrate on the form I want to take once more. A familiar flowing warmth runs through me again, my body stretching and deforming at my command. A few seconds later, and I open my eyes to glance at my hands. I believe the protagonist, if I'm not mistaken, it's not a kitsune, it's a kumiho. I think she's Korean, because the person she was talking to in the or she was friends with in the opening, the traveler, was looked like they were wearing like a Korean hanbok. I could be wrong, but I'm like 99% sure. Maybe, probably. I'm thinking as much, but I could obviously be wrong. I want to say there's a transformation in the game where, like American Werewolf in London. Hot damn. Thank you for the head pats, by the way, Okami. I see you.
Better luck next time.
Got it, girl! Brushing the dust off myself, I nonchalantly stroll out of the alleyway and back into the street. That person walks by on this errand or another, not paying any attention to me, just the way I like it.
Left, right, past turn, left.
Mapping out my path in my head, I look for a way to the main roads. It'll be easier to get my bearings there. I pick turns at random without any real destination in mind. When I decided to make the journey to Wellington, it was pretty impulsive. I'd overheard another pair of travelers talking about it and how beautiful the city was. With a moment now to take in the scenery, I can see they weren't wrong. The streets around here seem like a mix of homes and businesses. Everything is very colorful, and even the brick walls are covered in pictures and paints. In the distance, I see green hills that are lined with houses, as well as green hills that are completely empty. There are a lot of hills now that I look around some. From just a few streets away, the sound of pedestrians in busy intersections floats my way. I head in its direction, taking shortcuts through the yards and driveways when convenient. In one lawn, a big dog growls at me as I walk past, but when I transform and growl right back, he tucks his tail and runs away. Dogs and I have always had an understanding. After squeezing through one last narrow side street, I finally emerge onto what looks like a main road. There's no cars, tons of people on foot. There are brightly colored signs and decorations on most of the buildings. In the middle of the street, there are fountains and benches and trees and all kinds of stuff. Best part is the variety of stores. I stroll past a few of the windows I peek in. I can already tell that I'll be able to do most of my shopping around here. You're going to steal, aren't you, Nicole? There are stores with food and with clothes and with just about everything else. I don't have any money on me, but that isn't exactly a problem. What is a problem is that it's too crowded. Dodging a couple of security guards is one thing, but trying to escape down a busy street with lots of people could be too much even for me. I'll just have to remember where this place is and make another visit later, after all the shops are closed. Then a man in a bright coat hurries past me, talking loudly on his phone in a language I don't recognize. He's so distracted that he doesn't even notice when his wallet falls out of his pocket onto the sidewalk. I notice, of course. I love her. Yes, of course. Seeing an opportunity, I zip over and snatch it up. Prying open the black leather pockets, I find...
Score!
You got this. A couple of bills and what I figure is local currency. I slide the money out into a pocket of my jacket. But now the man is so far ahead that he's almost out of sight. I have to hurry and catch up to him and give him back his wallet. He barely even says thank you.
I should have just kept the whole thing.
You should have. It's only fair that I get a little something for myself, since it's not like he would have ever gotten it back without me. Head back to my bench and inspect my prize. A blue bill and a brown one. These feel sturdy. Nothing like the paper I expected. Is New Zealand one of those places that has plastic money? Because it's like Canada, I know Canada has plastic money. Where like the money is like a plasticky material instead of paper. I'm so used to paper money.
1, 0, 10, and 5. So 15.
15, alright. 15 isn't much. I definitely should have kept the whole wallet. It's okay. Oh well, at least this should be enough to buy myself something to drink. It's not my strong suit either. My thirst is starting to get the better of me, as I haven't had anything since I snuck onto the airship. Following my nose, I walk down a busy street until I find one of the many cafes lining the path. The sign hanging above the front door has a picture of a bell on it. Charming bell rings out above the door as I enter. I can't help but savor the way refreshing, cool air washing over me, which feels even better after running so much. Have a good one, Kez.
Hiya! Welcome to the Bell House.
Oh, you're so cute with your little... Oh, she got little wings. The barista behind the counter is the only person in the store right now. As I nod in greeting, she leans forward with a cup in one hand and a pen in the other.
What can I get you? We're having a special on affogatos if you want to try one.
What's an affogato? What is that? I've never heard of that before. What is that?
Usually, they're like $7, but today, they're only $5.
I have 5. Hello. It's an Italian dessert comprising of a scoop of gelato, either fior di latte or vanilla, topped with espresso, some variations at a shot of amaretto, Sarin or Kahlua. Oh, I'm a sucker for Kahlua. Oh, that voice sounded familiar. Italians spit it out. Shut up. Be nice to the nice Italians. They gave us gelato.
I'd like a...
I'm not sure what an affogato is. Isn't that a vegetable? Not wanting to commit to some strange sounding drink, I looked at the menu instead. Unfortunately, it's full of handwritten, spindly letters, and I can't read a single word. And there are no helpful pictures. A safe option it is.
I'll just have a vanilla latte. Ugh, boring. Name? Miho.
Fuck. Yes. The most boring option, but sure, fuck it. I'm gonna move myself down a little bit so you guys can see the dialogue a little better. You know what's a game that I want to play on stream with you guys? And since we're thinking, I have an Ultimate backlog for my Switch, and I can reliably play my Switch on stream. Because I do have my capture card. We should play... oh, hold on. Let me grab my cases, actually. Because I have physicals. Ah! Uh-oh. 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 No, we're not playing Diabolic on stream. I don't want to have to explain that to people. I accidentally trapped myself in my chair with my cord. I have 3 games in my hand right now. That's not one of them. Where the fuck did Pio Fiore go? Okay, never mind. Oh, there it is. We have Pio Fiore, which I do want to play. But I also got... I could have swore I had another one. I have Lover Pretend too, which I kind of want to play on stream. It's actually like really cool the way that they did this box. Because inside this box, this isn't like a special edition or anything, but they give you these like really cool like character cards that I've been like really excited about. And it has like a really cool, like, it's like a card for each character. So you've got like the pro tag, and then all of the love interests are their own cards. And I think like some of the NPCs, but they're cute and they have like their like character descriptions and their little like chibi's on it. It's a really cute like collector item that I wasn't expecting to get with this, but it's really adorable. I will have to Tori! Thank you for the sub. I'll have to actually like sit down at some point and play these on stream. I need to replay Pio Fiore, but I haven't played it in a really long time, so you might start from scratch on that. But Love or Pretend I haven't played at all. Love or Pretend I haven't played at all, and it's one of those that's been like my on my list. Little guys like us. Sure, yeah, little guys. Definitely little. I'll play Diabolic at some point, but I hesitate to do it because it is one of those games that will make all of you deeply uncomfortable. And not in like the normal way of me yapping about men that I like. I mean like the noises that come out of that game series are... Whew. Like, I know you guys have never played it before, but Diabolic is like 99% mouth noises outside of dialogue. It's a lot of mouth noises. My first time testing out what that name sounds like, and I decided that I like it. I decided on the airship that that was my name, and I would use it here in Wellington. I've used so many names throughout my life, but I can't remember most of them. But each new city that I visit, I come up with something new. A lot of kiss noises. Those aren't kiss noises. I've played it, I know. Damn. It's not kiss noises. A little bit. Is this legal? Hold on. Is it even legal on Twitch? Is this legal on Twitch? There's Twitch categories for each of the games. It's funny, I actually have hard copies for 2 games in the series. You guys have got me off on a Diabolic tangent. I actually have them in front of me. I have the box set versions for... The character is dying and needs healing noises, correct. I have the box set versions. They're really hefty. I have one for Lunatic Parade, and then I have More Blood. More Blood's my favorite one because it gives me a really cute little booklet. I mean, there's a cute little booklet that came with the Lunatic Parade one as well. I try and be really careful with these because I love them very much. Everything's sealed though, because I don't have a Vita to put these in. But in here, there's... Oh god, can I get this in? Can I get this out so I can... I keep these sealed. I take really good care of them. So this is my favorite Otome, and I really want to make sure that I take good care of my baby. So it has like the character CDs. Why is the character CD? No, I don't want this to get scratched. Why is the jewel case like this? Oh, that scared me. Has character CD. So, Diabolic actually has a lot of music for it. And then there's also a cute little, guide and, like, mini book here that comes with it. And it has, like, a little written section at the end that I haven't had the chance to translate, but I really need to. It's so cute. It's carnival themed, because, Lunatic Parade takes place in a carnival. And I love the art for it. It's got, Rookie Ayato and shit. Get back in there, though. I don't want you to break. But the More Blood disc set is definitely my favorite out of the 2 of them. Sorry, we've sidetracked this to talk about Vampire Otome. I'm very sorry. Back in there, my beloved. This is just a little sidetrack. I open this one. Please keep me entertained during this conference. This one's actually not for the Vita. This one's actually for my PSP. And you can hear how hefty this little packet is. So in here I have a couple of different things. So it came with an actual hardcover postcard book. So, hi Zumi! So in it there's like a bunch of pretty postcards of some of the CGs, which is really cute. I really like it. It's all on like really nice cardstock too, so it's a really nice little postcard book. Obviously I'm not taking these apart for anything because why would I? But it has my favorite CG as one of my favorite, well, not my favorite, one of my favorites. And then it also came with the CD that you get in most of these box sets. So you get extra goodies. I don't know. I just love the fact that I get extra goodies for this. You know? I love getting goodies for my, my Otome games. This isn't for my, this isn't for Vita. This is for PSP. Because this is the, I don't think this is the, is this the original release of More Blood? I think this might be the original release of More Blood. I don't think it has, hold on. Is this the limited V version? I don't think it is. I think this is the OG release. Yeah, this is the original release of More Blood. I don't have an original copy of the original Haunted Dark. Well, no, this does contain Haunted Dark Bridal. I think. No, it is just More Blood. I don't know why I thought that this had limited V. This is not limited V. This is just regular Haunted Dark Bridal. Don't listen to me. I've gotten off on a tangent. I've gotten off on a tangent. No, I love collecting physical media. Physical media is the best. Physical media is where it's at, man. Everybody should have physical media. Not go off, we love it. Thanks, bestie. Back to our Yuri. Boxes don't have any usernames, so nobody ever gave me one. She scribbled something on the cup with a black marker. If that's how this name looks, then I'm more than pleased with it.
$4.50, please.
I hand her the brown bill, and she gives me back a big coin with a picture of a boat on it.
All right. I'll have this ready for you in no time.
Thank you, bird girl. She did a little jump. Yeah, no, I think that having, like, a physical media is good. It's like playing Fear and Hunger without the sensor. What? I'm scared to play Fear and Hunger. It frightens me. Thank you for the hydrate. She sure seems enthusiastic. I nod as she spins around and starts working. Thinking about somewhere to sit, I decide to seat near the window with the sun pouring in. Near the entrance of the cafe, there's a wire rack with stacks of maps and tourist pamphlets, so I grab one of the maps before taking my seat. Well, that's why it's called Fear and Hunger. Well, this cafe is big and bright, plants everywhere. They're on the walls, on the floors, and on the ceiling. Most of them are real and vibrant. obviously being well cared for. Coin flipping sim. Even the lights that hang down from the ceiling have glass ornaments with little shrubs in them. Seems like I made a good choice coming here. Any place with a bit of nature in it is more comfortable to me than places without.
I guess I should find a place to stay.
Yeah, maybe just a little bit. Looking down to the map I took, I trace a path made from the port to the cafe. It's useful, but it doesn't really tell me anything helpful about the houses in particular. I run my finger along the hills when I notice something from outside, following a little brown patch. The path to a patch of green with a mountain icon. That should work.
Miho!
My ears perk up, right as the barista arrives and places my drink in front of me.
Thanks!
I reach over and take the warm cup in my hand, but the barista doesn't let go.
You ready for the rain tomorrow?
Why?
Huh? It's gonna rain tomorrow.
I glance behind me out the window. It's as sunny and blue a day as I've ever seen.
How do you know that? There aren't any clouds out there. I'm just good with the weather. Anyway, if you forget, then you'll be sorry.
Is that a threat? She finally lets go of my drink and heads back behind the counter. People are weird. Does the barista pull that on everyone? Standing on the doorstep, I have my first sip.
Oh, this is really good.
It's pretty plain, but well made. The coffee isn't too bitter, which is perfect for me. With a moment to myself, my thoughts turn inward and I sip the warm drink. My first travels were in search of someone, but despite my whole life being spent trying, I haven't made any progress in finding them. So I've taken to simply wandering and going wherever I wish at the time. I'd been itching for a change of scenery anyway, so I boarded, well, Sinakatu, the first airship that I could. The best part about owning nothing but the clothes on my back is that I can pick up and leave whenever I feel like it. I take a moment to get my bearings and look around. See a tired-looking person shuffling along the far footpath with a briefcase in their hand. They stop outside of one of the buildings, take a deep breath, pat their face a couple of times, and then go inside. Must not be looking forward to whatever's happening in there. Maybe they have to fight someone. Through the large glass window of another store, Fawn is trying on a pair of shoes, but they don't seem to fit her hooves. The people waiting with her look annoyed, but I wonder if she fusses around with their footwear a lot. For a while, I simply let the day roll by and watch the various figures who stroll by. People watching is fun, especially in such a busy city. Eventually, I go to sip my coffee, only to find nothing coming out. With no more reason to stick around, it's time to go. On the sunlit street, I look about to match what I can see with the map's directions. There's a tall green mountain in the distance ahead of me, which must be the only one on the map. It'll be a perfect vantage point for the city. Ideally, I'll find an empty building I can crash in, but it's not necessary. A roof over my head would be nice, but I'm plenty used to sleeping outside under the stars. Sometimes it's better than sleeping in a bed. Encouraged by the plan forming in my head, I set off on the long walk to the summit. You got this, mijo. The path to the mountain turns out to be less simple than the map made it look. The first trail takes me along a waterfront, then turns upward through a small forested area. Being among the trees and their tall shadow makes me feel at home. When the path leaves the woods again, I'm a little disappointed. It leaves up... My nose is like stuffy today. It leads up a paved road. So I stick to the edge to avoid passing cars. Sometimes I take shortcuts through yards or up unmarked paths. There are quite a few nice-looking homes right along the roadside. I make a mental note to go check them out when I'm low on money or food. Not much further along, a concrete lookout offers another glimpse of the city below. A couple of airships are coming to dock at the skyport. probably from one of the other floating islands. There's still a ways up to the top of the mountain, but luckily the walk has been easy so far. I wouldn't even consider it a hike. Eventually, I reach the final stretch of the road. I can see where it curves ahead to the summit, and I hurry to the end. Metal railing sprawls out like a crown on top of the mountain. As I toss my empty cup away, a pair of chatting tourists pass by me.
How far is it from here?
Oh, about an hour from the base of Mount Victoria, so a bit further from here.
Mount Victoria.
Glad to know that this place is called. I say the name out loud to help commit it to memory. Standing at the edge, I'm treated to a wonderful view of Wellington. The city forms a crescent moon shape around the bay, which glitters like a sapphire from up here. The sun is starting to set and makes the water even more shimmery. I can think that I even see the edge of a floating island, miles out into the open sky. I survey the city using the skyboard as reference. From up here, what felt like such a long chase really doesn't look far at all. If I strain my eyes, I think I can see the coffee shop from earlier. What was it the barista called it? The Bell House? It's kind of tough to make out details. My hearing and sense of smell may be great, but my eyes aren't much better than a human. And I noticed something useful.
Look! Is that our house?
Probably. What can you see from here?
Oh.
I see Dad's car!
Kid's fucking excited. Not too far away, there's a little kid who's using a pair of metal tubes attached to a post. His mom is helping him aim it at the city. It must be something that improves your vision. The moment the kid and the mom leave, I hurry over before someone else can get to them first. Press my eyes into the same spot the child did, though all I can see is black. I try moving it around, but it doesn't change. Is this thing busted? There's some text printed on the side. I have no idea what it says. There's a small slot though, with the picture of a coin next to it. Lucky for me, it's the coin that had 50 on it. I put the coin that I retrieved from the barista into the slot and spin a lever. The machine eats my coin, and that's when I put my eyes to it again.
Yes!
There you go, girlie! Everything looks much closer now. Even the trees on the side of the hill appear crystal clear detail, standing right next to them. I aim the viewing glasses at the city and look around, trying to find a good place to rest for the night. Houses are a no-go. Even if they look empty or abandoned, you can never let your guard down for a minute. Same with most shops. I don't have enough money for a hotel, and I won't risk sneaking into one of those either. So I'm studying the sights, trying to memorize as much as I can. There's a clacking sound, and once again, the view goes black. Stupid machine. Snack it a couple of times and check again, but I still can't see anything.
Well, whatever.
That's fine.
Looks like I'm sleeping outside tonight. Guess this place is as good as any.
Yeah. I head back down the trail a little and veer off into the underbrush. I love this little map detail. Genuinely, the little map detail is so
Not
cute.
perfect, but it'll do.
It's not exactly the wilderness, but just about everything around here seems cityfied to an extent. Usually when I make a den, I prefer to find a place far from other people. A place where nobody will find me. I doubt I'll find anything perfect, but this is good enough.
It's fine. Can't afford to be picky.
Nope. Got that gumption in you, girl. Once the trail I was on is out of sight, I transform again. My neck gets warm as my beads activate, and a few seconds later, I'm on all fours. As a fox, the sensations of nature are much stronger. The earth beneath my paws is cool and refreshing, and the breeze whips through my tails like a massage. I hurry down a hill covered in grass so tall that it reaches way over my head. I can smell fresh water and descend to a small stream where I'm able to quench my thirst. It's just as satisfying as the drink I got at the cafe, but in a different way. Being able to slurp up water is way more enjoyable than having to use a straw, or worse, one of those lids with the tiny holes. For a while I follow my nose to some berries and some edible plants that'll do for a snack. Fortunately, unlike the water, foraging is never as satisfying as human food. If I want a real meal tonight, then I should pick up the pace before it gets late. Still, I want to get this done now while there's still daylight. Keep close to the stream and search for a place where the ground is soft. Before too long, I find a promising area. A small valley with hills on most sides and thick foliage on the others. I'm still close enough to civilization to hear the cars and other city noise, but the area I'm in doesn't seem like it gets visited often. At the very least, it doesn't really smell like people. The spot I settle on is a nice mountain near the edge of the woods, partially hidden by a tall tree with low-hanging leaves. Even if no one comes by, it makes me feel better knowing that I'm out of sight. And so I start to dig. My claws rip away at the dirt as I burrow downwards, widening the tunnel just enough for my sleek frame to fit. We are resourceful. Miho, very resourceful. Love it. No notes. You're doing great, sweetie. I love you. First, I dig forward and then downwards, widening an area that's big enough for my whole body to fit. This is something I've been doing my whole life, back when I was just a regular fox. I think that's why I don't mind it too much compared to sleeping inside somewhere. It just feels right to me. We got a little burrow! Look at that! It takes a little while, and by the time I'm finished, the first few stars have started to peek from the sky. Shake myself clean of the dirt that sticks to my coat, and then transform back into my human form.
Spread this here, a couple of branches here, some leaves there.
It must be so much easier to decorate with opposable thumbs. Walk around the valley a bit, checking from different angles.
Not bad for just an afternoon's work.
You got it, girlie! If you weren't looking for it, I don't think you'd ever notice anything's out of place. All that digging has made me work up an appetite, not the kind that'll be satisfied with just a few berries.
Ugh, I'm so hungry. I haven't had a real meal since yesterday.
You can get you some food. My stomach rumbles painfully. I've been so busy since arriving in Wellington that I kind of forgot just how hungry I was. I grabbed some human food back in town. Casting one last glance at my afternoon's work, I set off towards the city.
Work never ends. Time to get some food!
That's me. That's me as fuck. That's how I spend all my days. Do you know how often I end stream and I just go, well, that's done. Snack time. Because I try not to eat on stream because I feel weird when I do that. Time to get some food. I'm a bit disappointed when I get back to the busy street from before. I was hoping that it would be emptier now and that all of the stores would be closed. Turns out I was half right. A lot of shops have gone dark for the evening, but there are just as many people walking around now than there were earlier. In fact, there might even be more. The patio of a restaurant has a bunch of tables full. A mermaid is sitting in the fountain I sat by earlier, chatting with a cyclops. Even the cafe that I visited is crowded now, with the line almost out the door. After pacing up and down the road for a while, I sit down and try and figure out what to do next. I'm not too worried about what would happen if I got caught stealing. I'd just escape, obviously, and even if they somehow managed to catch me, it wouldn't be an issue for very long. See, there's something different about me that makes me extra good at being a thief. It's not just the skills I've practiced over the years, like picking locks and sneaking around. No, it's a bit more special than that. Without fail, every single person I meet forgets about me by the next day. I don't know why, but I don't really care either. It's magic. That's all I know about it. really useful magic. Everywhere I go, no matter how careless I am, all of my problems are solved the next day. Doesn't mean there's no danger. I've been caught in the act before and eaten, beaten, or harassed. Hey, Mystery, welcome back! Before I can manage to get away, I've even lost a few prizes that I stole fair and square because I had to be getting going in a hurry. Have a good one, Eraser. But if someone sees me but isn't able to stop me, I know I'll be home free. Sure, they might remember having something stolen, but they'll never know who did it. But if someone sees me but isn't able to stop me, I know that I'll be home. Oh, fuck, I read that again. It almost makes things too easy. Right now, it'd be smarter to just come back later, even if I hope that there are no people around. I'd be able to take my time browsing without having to worry about making a quick escape. There's some fun in that, though. I walk casually up and down the street, glancing in the windows without being too obvious about it. Some stores still have customers inside, others have locked their doors shut and turned off the lights. Most of the restaurants are still open and are only making me hungrier. Stealing from restaurants is a bit much even for me, though I've tried it before. But the cluttered kitchens, as well as the tables and chairs, make it hard to get around. Plus, I've learned the hard way that there are plenty of hot or sharp things for angry cooks to throw at you as you try to make your way out. Instead, packaged and pre-made foods are my best friend. Things that I can grab multiple of at once and stuff into my pockets. If I'm really lucky, I'll find a place with refrigerated sandwiches or salads. Sometimes perfectly good hot food that gets thrown out. Can't believe the kind of stuff that's available if you don't mind stifling trash a little bit. It's not ideal, of course, but a hot meal is a hot meal. I know plenty of foxes who have eaten much worse.
Target spotted.
Locked in. Let's go, Beehole. It's perfect. A small convenience store. Stacks. Snacks lined up behind the front window. Even better, the shops on either side of it are closed, so there's not many other people in the area.
Locked, huh? Not surprising.
Head down a nearby alley and find the back door, which is probably where they bring in new products. The alley is dark to begin with. My dark clothes help me hide even better. Glance around the alley, glad, like always, for my excellent night vision. Nobody's watching. Nobody's even around. I pull my hood up over my ears and tuck my tail between my legs, leaning against the sturdy door. To anyone not looking closely, I'm sure I appear as nothing more than a shadow. I dig around in my pockets until I find my trusty lockpick. And then I set to work on the door. It isn't as complicated a lock at all. Just a regular keyhole. With a click, the latch springs open just a few short moments later.
Bingo. Huh?
I try to tug the door towards me, but there's a chain inside that keeps it from opening very wide. There's no way a human could fit through the gap. But it would be easy for a fox. First, I slink away a bit before idling the nearby street like a regular pedestrian. I wait to see if anyone shows up just in case I triggered a silent security system. For about 10 minutes, I decide it's safe. Transform under the cover of darkness and slip into the building before transforming back. The shop isn't very big, and the receiving area is just a small hallway with a few boxes of soda, candy bars on the floor. I grab a couple of my favorites and shove them into my pockets. When I creep into the main area, I make sure to stay low to the ground, trying to avoid being seen from the outside. Sneaky fox. I'm not exactly hidden, but as long as I don't stand up, I shouldn't attract anyone's attention. I move fast, cramming as much into my coat as I can. Cookies, protein bars, popcorn. I'm not very picky. My coat starts to feel pretty heavy. I grab a plastic bag from the front counter and transfer some of my loot into there, dusting a few bottles of water and sports drinks from the coolers. Just as I'm about to leave, I spot a few of those coveted plastic wrapped sandwiches I was talking about earlier.
Jackpot!
Yeah, boy! I fill my bag with sandwiches until it's almost overflowing, and then I head back the way I came. In total, I was in and out in under 5 minutes, and I've got enough supplies to last me several days. Girl boss, we love a good thief. I love Miho, she's super cute. Like, genuinely adorable. I love her vibes. I love her design, too. Her design's super cute. I love this, like, it's like, I don't know, I don't know how to describe it. It's super cute, though. She's so adorable. Oh, did I hit the wrong button? Hello? Hello? Okay. When I step into the alley, I glance around in both directions, making sure no one saw me emerge from the store. I don't see anyone, but my neck prickles as if someone's watching me. I sniff the air, but I don't notice anything out of the ordinary. And it wasn't there before. Still. A bat! Suddenly there's a flap of wings, and a bat flitters past me outside of the shadows. It goes right over my head and disappears from sight up the street.
Oh, that's it?
Yeah, I mean, that's fine. We're good. A little out of breath, I'd been holding the moment I start making my way back toward the mountain where I made my den. I let the bag swing from my arm as I walked, whistling a song I heard from earlier. Not able to keep the smile off my face.
All in all, not a bad first day.
Yeah, we got food, we've committed breaking and entering.
I've got a nice nest, food to spare, and plenty of places to explore tomorrow.
Good shit, Miho. There have been plenty of days in my life where I've had none of these things. I unwrap one of the sandwiches that I grabbed and take a big bite.
Nothing beats the taste of hard work.
I mean, maybe, but she said she didn't smell anything different. Hope Wellington continues to treat me well while I'm here.
So tired.
It's time for a nap.
I'm gonna sleep so well tonight.
I unpack everything that I got from the store, as well as the treasures that I always carry with me. My lockpick, my wallet, stones. Important shit to have in your wallet. Rocks. The only thing that I leave in my jacket is a small scroll.
Can't get that damaged or dirty.
Nope. I change back into a fox and dig another hole near the entrance to my den. This one's much simpler and shallower. I bury some of the snacks that I stole before covering them back up.
Not like anyone's gonna come by and swipe my things, but better safe than sorry. I stole this myself, after all. Don't want it being stolen from me.
Fair. Reasonable. Stuff like my pen and my favorite rocks go into the burrow with me, since I like having them close by. Once I've got everything where it belongs, I climb into the hole myself, turning a few circles before settling down with my tail wrapped around me. From here, I have a perfect view of the stars. I look up at the clear night sky through the mouth of the tunnel. I feel bad for all the people down on the underworld.
Can they even see the stars from there?
I've never been to the underworld, so I have no idea. I can't imagine falling asleep without them. Comfortable and safe, I close my eyes and quickly slip off to dreamland. I wake up to trouble, or at least a threat. Sure, it's only morning as I peer out of the burrow's entrance, but the sky is already dark and foreboding. My attention moves from the ominous rain clouds above the trees outside my den. My branches shaking in a strong
I
breeze.
can't believe that girl from the cafe was right.
Sometimes the birds just know! Climb up the tunnel and out to the open, sniffing the air. Just telling what I already know. Storm is coming in fast. But also, another scent plays on my nose. one so faint that I almost brushed off before taking another smell. Surely I'm wrong. There's no way that... Lowering my snout to the ground, I investigate the area and then decide that I'm right. I change to my human form and take a look around.
Someone's been here.
Someone's spying on us. I corrected. Someone's definitely been here. But the scent isn't a human's. It's vaguely familiar, but at the same time, not like anything I recognize.
And it definitely wasn't here when I went to sleep.
He must have come here in the night and stopped right outside my tent.
Were they watching me sleep?
That'd be really creepy. Who would watch somebody sleep?
Oh, crap!
As a fox, I dive back into my hole and make sure everything is still there. My heart pounds in my chest, but nothing appears to be missing. I also checked the spot where I buried my stash from last night, but that hasn't been disturbed either. Breathe a sigh of relief. If any of my stuff had been stolen, I'd be so mad. But that doesn't answer my question of what they did want, and that's even more concerning. I'm a pretty light sleeper, and usually the slightest sound or motion will wake me up. If someone was able to sneak up on me, even I have to be impressed. Impressed and a little bit worried. I've got more pressing issues right now, though, and I stare up the sky in disappointment.
Ugh, I hate the rain.
Me too. I would have found a different place to make my nest and hide my supplies if I'd known this would happen. Instead, both burrows would probably just be piles of mud by the end of the day.
I should have found a place with a roof after all.
Yeah, maybe we should have listened to the barista. I filled my pockets with my most important possessions and some of the food I grabbed last night. Everything else I wrap as tightly in plastic bags as I can and bury them in my tent. Hopefully I can find somewhere fast and then move everything else over before it gets ruined. Oh, my nose! An abandoned house would be perfect, or some other place where I'd be able to hide. I'm just about to get going when a loud flapping sound overhead catches my attention. I expect it to be a bird, but it's yet another bat. In the middle of the day? This one's even bigger than the one I saw last night. Its wings are way longer and noisier, and I can even hear it squeaking as it flies past. I like bats. I watch it fly around for a little bit before it takes off towards the city.
Maybe it knows somewhere to stay. Guess I'll follow it for now.
Yeah! A couple of times it disappears between the streets or just too far up ahead. I always manage to catch back up. Eventually we're out of the woods and back into civilization, where a car whizzes right past me. There's a sidewalk here and other people walking around. Most of them look up at the sky nervously, though, and everyone seems to be in a hurry.
Guess I'm not the only one looking to get away from the rain.
More people seem to be going in the direction I was headed than anywhere else, so I stick to that. By now my winged guide is almost out of sight. Just a little black speck in the sky flying into the distance. Farther up this road, there's a slope that leads to a big, fancy-looking building. It doesn't look like a shop or a restaurant. At least, not one that I've seen. But there are so many people going in and out of it that it has to be open to the public. It's good enough for me. It'll give me somewhere dry to spend my time, and maybe I can learn something useful. Plus, places like this usually have plenty of valuables inside. If I'm lucky, I might be able to find something to fund my next few days. After all, the bigger the target, the less likely they are to notice something missing. You've got this, Mijo. The sturdy oak door isn't as heavy as it looks. Firm push being enough to leave it open. Gingerly stepping inside out of the rain, I'm greeted by books. Lots of books. We're in a library! Books on shelves, books on tables, books on floor. Books everywhere. place even smells so musty old paper. And the dozen or so people inside are mostly leafing through the pages in the aisles. The odd silence of the building is striking, given how many are around. I'm so sorry that your conference went bad. Doesn't look like a shop, so I must assume it must be a library. I've heard of them, but I've never been in one. No point, since I can't read well. But it's warm and cozy and very dry, so it'll do just fine. There's a desk near the entrance with a computer on it that I assume would be there where I check in. It's unattended, which is good for me. Take a seat in an empty chair nearby, sit back, and just observe for a bit. There are plenty of people, but it's not too busy. Lots of empty, unwatched spaces. Most folks seem to be here alone or in small groups that keep to themselves. There's not much conversation going on, and what there is all whispered. Nobody gives me a second glance, which is a good sign. So probably not breaking any rules, just being here. Behind the desk, there's a hallway leading deeper into the building. I peek around the corner to see what's back there. All I can see are some shut doors, and at the very back, a staircase. After glancing around to make sure no one's watching, I sneak down the hall and try a couple doors. All of them are locked. I'd probably pick them if I wanted to. No sense trying to do that now, though. Anything more valuable around? Antique clock or vase or perfect. Sadly, it's almost all books. Books and small trinkets that look pretty worthless. Not even worth the trouble of stealing. Nothing in. At least it's got a roof. I do spot a couple of promising items like a set of old coins, and I memorize their locations. I wander back to the main area where I came in. Outside it hasn't started raining yet, but it's only a matter of time. The wind is loud and gusty, and even opening the doors enough to make me shiver. I also can probably read out the rain here, but oh, my poor abandoned snacks back at the den. What a waste. I can't do anything about it now, though, so I should keep looking around. I move slowly through the area, never going beyond what seems to be the public area. I pretend to inspect a few books, taking them off the shelves and flipping through the pages. I'm actually mapping out the place in my head. Doors, windows, potential places to hide, things like that. Most of the time, this kind of info is unnecessary. It's been at least a few decades since I've had to make a dramatic escape from anywhere. At this point, plotting an escape route is just habit. Overall, I like what I'm seeing. Even with the locked doors and off-limit hallways, there are a lot of nooks and crannies that would make for good hiding spots, especially as a fox. From the thick dust that coats a lot of these areas, I can tell they don't get a whole lot of visitors. If I'm careful, I might be able to go a whole week or more without being noticed. As long as I can get in and out of the building, that is. With the huge windows that line the back wall, it seems easy enough too. I weave around a couple of shelves that are taller than I am, heading for the far back corner. I peer around the corner at the last aisle, just to make sure I'm alone. But I'm not. She's so cute! Twin! At a small table by the window sits a woman with a small book in her hand, resting against her finger. Hold on! Wait, hold on! Guys. I can't believe. Wait, she's just like me though. Dude. Hold on, I've got to screenshot for transparency. Did you cameo? I didn't plan this. It's the same book and everything! What the fuck? Chat, we got a Rizzer. It is you! I got a Rizzer! What the heck? She's so cute! I'm cute too. There's no fucking way. We have the same type of hair! Can you though? I hope so. Can we riz her up? She's perfectly still. Mouths the words on the page as she reads. She's tasting them instead of seeing them. Her expression has the distant sort of look of someone way off in their own world. Far away from this one. She looks so at peace that I think she must belong in that other world. She's beautiful and elegant the same way as a painting. With the light from the window shining on her like a display. I duck back behind the bookshelf, pressing one hand to my racing heart. Oh, we got the Dokies! My other bumps against one of the bookshelves and it falls with a dusty thump. Oh no, she saw us! Pressing my clumsiness, I silently back away in case she decides to investigate. She doesn't leave her chair.
I suppose it's nothing.
She's so... Stop! She's got the cutest voice. She turns and gazes out the open window. At what? I don't know. A moment later, she returns to her book and leaves this world again. I stay hidden. My face is still burning a little bit. Yes, I think this will be the perfect place to spend some time. I know what you are, mijo. I know what you are, mijo. Suddenly, there's a much louder boom than the one I caused. As thunder rumbles outside, a few people around the library startle at the sound and look around. Sighing, the girl in the chair pulls the window beside her closed. First drops of rain falling not a minute later. I'll investigate the windows later. Right now, I don't want to bother her, so I head back to one of the plush chairs on the other side of the library and take a seat. I'll be here a while. Find a few books that have more pictures than words and curl up in one of the soft chairs to flip through them. There aren't as many of those ones, and I'd like to go through the stack pretty fast. It takes long enough for the rain to start, though. The longer I read, the louder the pounding rain and the howling wind become. Guess it's not letting up anytime soon. Can't complain, though. This library is pretty cozy by my usual standards. It's warm and safe, but no one tells me to go away, and I even have snacks. More than once, I get up and walk around the library again. Even though I've got it mostly memorized by now. I take note of things like the child's stuffed toy that's lying on the floor in one section. A thin blanket that's stuffed between a bookshelf and the wall. On my third or fourth trip around, I finally find something I'd been looking for. In the far corners opposite from where I saw the girl reading earlier, there's a single chair and a small table. On the wall nearby is a portrait. The painting itself is of a girl with light brown hair. I barely pay attention to that. What I'm interested in is the frame. It's lovely, and it looks like it may be made out of gold. It certainly shines like it, carved intricately into shapes and waves, flowing up and down. It's gotta be worth something. I tend not to pay too much attention to it as I make my way back to the table. There are too many other people around for me to not be able to try and sneak it out. It's too big to fit under my jacket without being obvious. It just means I'll have to come back some other time, maybe once this place is closed. The hours pass by and the storm continues. I'm kind of disappointed about losing a whole day, especially so soon after arriving. But it's not like I'm in any sort of hurry. Not one of my pockets feeling the familiar and reassuring weight of the paper scroll that's tucked away there. The scroll is the only thing close to a purpose that I have. it's not particularly urgent. At least I don't have any way to deal with it or faster. I spent a long time reading. It's almost afternoon when I go and check the windows again. The rough weather outside continues. At this rate, I'll be sleeping in a mud puddle soon. Unless... I checked, it shows that a lot of the other library patrons have left. It's not empty, but it's not nearly as full as earlier. Some of them have decided it was worth braving the rain. Looking as nonchalant as I can, I get up from my seat and pretend to browse again, slowly moving through shelves. The reading girl is gone now. She's not what I was looking for. Instead, I pick up the dropped toy and blanket that I spotted earlier and head to one of the out-of-the-way hiding spots I picked up before. It's on the floor, between the shelf and the wall. It has a bit of carpet to help make it softer. Even better, it's between two corner shelves, meaning that it's practically out of sight if you're not looking for it. Yeah, I do wonder what the scroll is for. I wriggle my way between the furniture and lie down, using the toy as a pillow and draping the blanket over me. I toss and turn a few times before settling down.
Yep, not bad at all.
Even though I haven't done much today, I'm always down to take a nap. I can pass a few hours sleeping, wake up once it's dark, and then grab that picture frame and be on my way. I'll have to rebuild my den once I get back. That's a problem for future me. Sounds so much like me. I yawn, staring up at the ceiling until my eyes get heavy.
Maybe today won't be a total waste after all.
Take yourself a nap, sweetie pie. Oh. The soft sound of cloth rustling wakes me from a dreamless sleep. How did someone sneak up on me twice now? I don't know how long it's been. The sky outside has darkened significantly. Now stars twinkle outside the window. There's no time to react as the sound comes closer. I hear no footsteps, but suddenly a woman steps into view. Her clothes are pure white, making her stand out like a ghost in the dark library. She rustles again as she reaches towards one of the shelves. One of the shelves I'm hiding behind, to be precise. Gingerly, she moves two books to the side and then slides another book into the space she created. She handles them like precious treasures that might break if she's too rough. Stay perfectly still. I'm afraid to even breathe in case she notices me. My heart beats wild. She's so cute. Stop. She's so cute. Oh, she's adorable. My heart beats wildly as she slowly and deliberately looks over the shelf, examining the titles before taking a book on the second lowest row through the gap she creates in the shelves. And our eyes meet in the darkness. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. I tense up as she steps around the shelving between us to get a better look at me, preparing myself to leap away if the need arises. The carefully memorized layout of the library flashes in my mind as I frantically plot the best way to flee. Wife! Have we all decided this is wife? Is this wife? Even as I prepare my escape, I can see her taking in everything about me. The stolen blanket, the makeshift pillow, my generally disheveled appearance. She opens her mouth, and I brace myself for the verbal attack that's about to come.
Hello there.
Hi. Oh.
May I ask why you're sleeping on the floor?
Oh. Chad, I'm in love. It doesn't matter what I say. Just distract her enough to get away.
I don't have anywhere else to sleep.
I thought so.
Ah. Oh. She leans down and offers me a hand. I look at it warily. I don't take it, but I slowly stand, letting the blanket fall to my feet, trying to suddenly get into the position to run.
Well, I have an extra room on the second floor that you're welcome to borrow, if you'd prefer that. Otherwise, you're more than welcome to remain here, on the ground. I apologize for waking you.
Chat. I have many waifu. I just talk more about my husbandos. She's so pretty. Oh. With a smile and the oddly calm woman steps away and busies herself organizing another row of books. She probably expects me to let my guard down to take her offer. I'm just a stranger. Someone who broke into her library. There's no reason for her to treat me kindly. I want her to teach Miho how to read. She's so pretty. My face is red. Hold on. Wait. Guys, my cheeks are hot. Like IRL. My years of experience. There are plenty of those. Tell me it's a trap.
Thanks, but no thanks. I'll just be going, actually. Sorry to bother you like this.
Pretty. Hurry past her, shoulders tense as I expect her to grab me or try and stop me. She doesn't, though. Oh, one time I glance back, she's watching me with a strange expression I don't recognize. Get outside, away from the library, I breathe a sigh of relief.
Whew, that was close. I'm not falling for that one again.
Again? Last time I let someone feel sorry for me, accepted a place to stay, I woke up to them trying to empty my wallet. Baby girl! Miho! I may be a thief. At least I do it honestly. I wouldn't try to trick someone into that. It wasn't the first time someone tried to fool me and take advantage of me either.
Still, it's a shame to lose such a nice hiding place. Maybe I'll give it a couple days for that woman to forget about me, and then try again.
I think we should go back.
If she wasn't lying about there being an empty room on the second floor, then maybe I could sneak into there.
Option. Tonight, though, I'm on my own, shivering around my coat and tail tightly around myself, thinking about what to do next. The rain has stopped, although it's cold and cloudy. My stomach grumbles since I haven't had anything to eat other than snacks all day.
Blech.
Same. I may as well get it over with and check on the status of my den. Is she the bat?
Could be worse.
Not as bad as I expected, which is a pleasant surprise.
What's a little mine? It'll be just fine.
Being washed off in the lake. I swapped to my fox form to prod around. The entrance is caved in a little bit, but after I scoop it out, I find that the rest of the tunnel and the room are relatively intact. Cold as hell, but intact. Seems the trees protected the den from a lot of the rain. It takes me a while to find the spot where I buried my stash, since the stick I used to mark the spot got washed away. Eventually I locate it, though, and start digging. Cold mud makes my paws dirty and sore, and little flecks cover my fur. I finally reach the soggy plastic bags. I shake myself clean before opening them as a human. Some water is seeped through, and I open the spoiled items before tossing them away. I'm not too picky, but I have plenty of other snacks to choose from.
Eat up, birdies!
The birdies get the food. Two of them sweep down to inspect the offering. I scarf down a quick meal of cookies and unwarmed soup, along with some cold water from the stream. At least the water is satisfying. Even though I just woke up from a nap not too long ago, I shift back in my fox form, crawl into my den, and curl up. I'm sure it'll be a while before I fall asleep. And I don't feel like going back into town. I've had enough excitement for one day. This isn't all that bad. Regular foxes without magic powers have it way worse than I do. Although, back when a fox was all I was, I wouldn't really cared. To this day, I'm not sure what it is that makes me different. I used to be just like them. No desire to go beyond the forest or anything, and then one day I became whatever I am now. All I had was my necklace, a small scroll that I can't read, and the memory of a person who'd given it to me. They were so kind to me, that stranger in the forest. They wished me well even though I was just an ordinary fox. Somehow that didn't seem to matter to them. I never knew their name, just their face and their voice. But I know that I'll recognize them when I see them again. It's just a matter of finding them. So since I've been looking and surviving, looking for them is what keeps me going. It's enough to live for. If I wasn't, I don't know what else I'd be doing. I guess I'd just be surviving. But if that's the only thing, I think I'd rather just stay a fox. Standing outside my den in human form, I take stock of how things stand. The sun's thankfully out this morning, but everything remains damp from the ground to the soggy, muggy air itself. The chill on the breeze is the worst, making me shiver every time it hits me. The house was pleasant when I visited a couple days ago, so I decided to head down towards the main street and get a coffee there while working on my next moves. Coming to the door of the cafe, I pause and wipe my feet on the mat outside. The human fascination with surrounding themselves in concrete makes a little more sense as I work my mud off my feet. That I finally head inside, only to stop in my tracks as the door shuts behind me. Sitting behind the counter is the same girl who I saw reading in the library yesterday, talking with a customer as she takes their order. That gentle aura about her is unmistakable. The person in front of me finishes their order and I step up to the counter. Who do we riz? Do we riz the pretty library lady or the pretty reading lady? Fuck!
Good morning. Welcome to the Bell House. What can I make for you today?
She's so cute. You're so cute.
Oh, hi. I'll have...
Vanilla latte? No, that's boring.
What do you recommend? I want to try something new.
I'm glad you asked.
What do you got for me, girl?
I was just thinking that you look like the sort of person who would enjoy one of our Fairy Kiss chillers.
What's that?
It's one of our signature drinks with a vanilla gelato base and
Oh,
a mint
mint.
chocolate chip swirl.
Oh! I don't like mint, though. I don't like mint. It's fine to get something warm, but that does sound pretty good.
Okay. Give me one of those then.
Perfect. And could I get your name, please?
It's Miho.
She scribbles something onto the cup and then finishes it with a big flourish.
I'll have that right out for you.
Thanks.
Dude, she had me until the mint chocolate chip. I'm not a mint person. I hate mint. I pay and then go take a same seat as before, one next to the windows. It's pretty empty in here again, so I can sit wherever I want. Where the barista starts making my drink, I spot her writing something else down in a little notebook. She glances my way once or twice. Well, she does, but I pretend not to notice. I wonder what it is. The barista the other day didn't write anything down. She's making notes on us. She thinks we're cute. Miho. She thinks we're cute. Anyway, I've got more important things on my mind. I mull over the plan which I formed as I walked here. I'm increasingly happy with it. Tonight, I have already decided I'm going to sneak back into that library. Between the picture frame and some of the other trinkets I saw, I should be able to pilfer enough to fund my next few days in Wellington. Not that, Minto! Finding somewhere to sell it should be the easy part. I've had a dozen excuses that I can recite about where the items came from. Grandma, spring cleaning, new reservations. Sometimes I try extra hard and pretend that the things I'm selling are really special to me and earn a bit more cash that way. Sometimes I just take whatever they give me. Years of watching humans do it and trying it out myself, I've gotten pretty good at pawning items off. She's so concentrated. I find myself idly watching the barista make my drink. While I do, I practice a disarming smile. All of her movements are quick and practiced. She has that same faraway look in her eye that I noticed yesterday. She looks up and our eyes meet. I don't look away. She turns pink before ducking away behind the machine out of sight. She thinks we're cute, Miho!
Huh. Weird girl.
She's not weird. You're weird. I turn my head around and look around the cafe, and a butterfly outside catches my attention, so I watch that instead. Flutters back and forth, landing on a flower and resting its wings.
Miho!
Oh, my coffee's ready. I quickly get up and skip over to the counter. Cup in hand, she starts to head over to give it to me. Then several things happen at once. One of the little tasks on her pocket apron catch one of the drawers behind the counter, and she jerks to a stop, eyes wide with surprise. And my drink tumbles out of her hand, landing on the counter with a wet gloop sound as the ice cream splatters against it, sending mint green rivers of coffee everywhere. Oh no! Oh, she's a girl failure! She's just like me for real. A few seconds pass where we just look at each other, neither of us quite sure what to do, and then she takes a deep
I
breath.
am so sorry. I'll make you a replacement right away. Just give me 1 second and I'll have that ready for you.
Oh my god. Same bitch? Okay. Who put me in this goddamn game? Words spill out faster than the beverage, making it hard to even understand what she's saying. Her face is bright red as she spins back around and grabs another empty cup. Then she stops, hands hovering awkwardly.
Wait, I should clean this up before it dries and starts to go bad.
I love her. Why do you sound so familiar? Why do you sound so familiar? She hurries back to the mess, wiping at it with some napkins. She mops up as much of it as she can with one hand, and leaves the soggy paper on the counter while she starts to remake my drink.
I'm really sorry. This is such an embarrassment.
Who do you sound like? Hold on. Who voices this? I picked up who Miho is. Am I insane? Who do you sound like? Am I insane? I'm not crazy. I'm not crazy. Anyways, I gotta go now. Bye, I'm not crazy. Hi, Ryan. I don't even know if she's talking to me or herself. Freeze up for a second, looking for an appropriate response to an apology. I'm not used to people apologizing.
Oh, it's fine. I'm not in a hurry.
Instead, I just sit back down at one of the tables and watch. She makes the drink twice as fast and then carries it very slowly to the counter, setting it down in a clean spot. This time she takes a deep breath for speaking. Like, she's afraid she's going to mess that up too.
All right, here's your drink. Again, I'm very sorry.
God, you sound so familiar, and I can't, like, place it in my head. Like, she's been in something, and I definitely know she has. I just can't place it. So I just think she sounds like Liz. It's not Liz, though.
This is your first time here, isn't it? I hope it doesn't leave a bad impression.
Oh, honey bun, no, I could never be mad at you.
Second, actually. Yesterday was the first time. How'd you know?
I make an effort to remember as many of our customers as I can, as well as their favorite orders.
Oh, you're so sweet.
I believe you can learn a lot about a person from how they drink their coffee.
Stayed up late last night, but I figured I'd tune in for a bit. We'll get some rest when you get the chance. Well, that's too bad for her, because she won't remember me at all next time. She's taking notes, though. Take a big sip of the drink she made for me. It's creamy and rich and sweet all at the same time.
Whoa, this is really good.
I know who Miho is, very much, which is very funny.
It's kind of like a milkshake, but not. But it's not like coffee either.
Yes, exactly. I'm very glad that you like it. It's one of my favorite beverages that we serve.
She's so cute. I want to, like, pinch her little cheeks.
In fact, the recipe was my idea.
So smart.
Whoa! They should put you in charge of all the recipes.
She smiles again. Seems like she's gotten over the crisis of the spilled drink already.
Thank you. I'll make you another one of my favorites next time, if you'd like.
Totally.
At least I'll know what to order next time, even though I'll have been forgotten. Why do you think this place is my go-to coffee shop, especially since it's in such a convenient area? She's super cute, and she has a saber braid. Low-key, I've been wanting to concept. I know I just debuted this model. This would be really way down the line. I'd love to have like a like super cute casual outfit. Tasty drinks and cute baristas. I don't have a reason to go anywhere else. A knocking sound from the employee area gets both of
Hey,
our
Aspen,
attention.
can you start another batch of croissants?
Aspen. Her name's Aspen.
Oh, sure. I'll be right there.
Her name's Aspen! Goes back over her shoulders and then looks back at me briefly.
Have a nice day, Miho.
Thank you.
You too.
With a wave, she gathers the trash from the cleanup and throws that away before disappearing into the back. Poisson? Her name is Aspen. That's a pretty name. I'll have to try and remember that. Getting up from my seat, I decided to head back out for some fresh air. Sipping my fairy kiss chiller as I go. Head out the door into the increasingly busy main street. I already know my plans for tonight, but I've got some time to kill before then. What should I do? Is this my first option? Ooh, hold on. Okay, I can go to these places. I'm guessing it'll start some time. I have plenty of time to kill. And also plenty of restless energy. I decide to go for a walk up Mount Victoria to give myself something to do. I take a long way up this time, instead of taking a bunch of shortcuts like usual. Winds through the neighborhoods and then back out again. Only the occasional car passing through the street. Compared to some of the other cities I've been in lately, the air here is a lot cleaner and the smell of nature shines through. Can't compare to being out in the wild for real, of course. But it's nice not being choked on exhaust fumes everywhere I go. Houses are weird though. Many of them sit up on tall legs like giant bugs with windows for eyes. Some people seem to be coming down the mountain rather than going up it. Lots of them zip past on bikes or skateboards, while others are jogging or just walking?
This path is longer than I thought.
About halfway up or so, there's a wooden bench off the sidewalk. It's occupied by a man with dark hair and big sunglasses. About to pass by, and he waves.
Well, hello, miss. Nice evening for a walk, eh?
You sound familiar too. Huh? Is he talking to me? No, maybe he is talking to you. Miho, let's see what he's got to say. He must be. There's no one else nearby. Chatting's usually not my thing, but for a moment, I appreciate the distraction.
It sure is. I'm glad the rain's gone.
Oh, for now, yeah. It's never gone for long, though, is it?
I guess so, yeah.
So, I'm new here. I didn't even think it would rain since it was so sunny the day before.
Ho ho ho! You've gotta watch out for that around here. Mother Nature's real fickle these days.
If you say
One
so.
minute you're on the pier, enjoying the sunshine. Next minute,
Makes a whoosh sound in his breath and a wavy motion with his hands.
storm
All right.
clouds as far as the eye can see. That's just welly for you, though. You live with the sunshine and the clouds.
All
Where
right.
are you from, then? Guessing you're not a kiwi?
Nah, I'm a fox, not a bird.
Honey. Miho. Man laughs, a deep belly laugh. As usual, I'm not sure what I said was funny.
Not like that. Although those little guys are cute. A kiwi is a word for us New Zealanders in general.
Damn, we learned something
so
new.
it's a bird, a fruit, and people.
And people. Yes, you got it.
All three are delightful.
Strawberry kiwi sounds really good right now.
Anyway, welcome to
I'd fucking
Wellington.
kill for a
I
strawberry
hope you're
kiwi
enjoying
Capri
your
Sun,
time
actually.
here in our little city.
So far I am. I made my den here on the mountain. I've gotten coffee a few times, and I went to the library.
Immediately leave out my plans for the next time in the library.
Well, I can't say that's the usual tourist experience, but I'm happy to hear that it's working out for you. Staying long?
Probably. I decided to come live here, but I'm still getting to know the place. So, maybe I'll change my mind.
A true free spirit, eh?
Yep.
I
Push.
felt the same way when I first got here, long time ago. Didn't think I'd settle down for life, but here I am now. Lived more years here than everywhere else in my life.
Aw.
It can't be that long. You don't look very old for a human.
No? Well, that's my ego boost for the day. You don't look very old for a fox either, but I imagine you've got a good head start on me.
Probably.
That's true. I don't really keep track or think about it, though.
He laughs
Can't
again.
say I blame you there. I think 100 years, give or take a little on either side, is enough for me. And I'm only halfway there, so I've got plenty more to look forward to.
You got this, bud. You do it. Stands up, but has to do it slowly.
Whew. And sometimes I'm reminded of how many I've got under my belt already. Thank you for the chat, miss. I better get back to the water now and make sure young Min hasn't fallen into the ocean or anything. It's been a real pleasure talking with you, though.
Aw.
I hope you'll give our fair town a shot.
Thanks. It was nice talking to you, too.
And I mean that for once. He waves goodbye as he heads down some steps, heading upwards. I never really thought about my age compared to humans. Humans don't matter to my lifestyle. I'm lying when I say I don't know how old I am. It's never been important. Places, relationships, memories, they just tie people down. I want to be everywhere. When I reach the top of the mountain, I take in a deep breath of crisp air. Wind blows my hair in every direction, and I can't keep it out of my face. The wind is wild when those great once. It doesn't answer to anyone. It's how I live my life too. Free spirit. That's what the man called me. And I like the sound of it. I can see the smudges of a few people down on the beach from here. Is one of them the man I just met? There's no way to know. From up here, they're just tiny little blips. Impossible to tell apart from each other. Once I've had my fill of the view, it's time to get on my way again. Turn my back on the people and make my way down once more. As we've got enough time, we can go down to here. Not far from where I am to the beach, so I decided to head down there. Passing through the city streets, I recognized some of this area from the first day here, when I was running away from the skyport guards.
Glad that guard chased me in this direction, or I'd have never found the bell house.
And that cute barista we keep staring at. Really, it's been the highlight of Wellington so far. When I get down to the beach, I take a moment and enjoy the salty sea air. On this level, it's impossible to tell where the ocean ends and where the sky begins. I can see the skyport from where I am, with a few older ships anchored in the harbor close by. While I'm admiring the view, a worried-looking lady comes up and waves for my attention.
Hi, I'm looking for my son. He's about this tall and wearing a red sweater. His name's Tommy. Have you seen him?
Oh no, Tommy. I'm really liking the style of this. The art style of this is adorable.
Nope. I haven't seen anyone like that. I just got here.
Okay, thanks.
Oh man, you gotta cry.
Humans sure do have it rough.
Since they can't smell or even hear most things, it's a wonder they don't get lost more often. I amble along the waterfront, watching people as I go. Cuba Street, there's a lot going on. Under a nearby bridge, where the three mermaids are racing each other. Close to the bridge, there are a bunch of people fishing, with a stressed-looking guy running back and forth between them. Next to a boarded-up market stall and some big crates, I noticed something weird. There's a fable. A big flower on their head that spins like a propeller, using it to drift in a small circle above something near the crates. Check it, of course. Nobody else pays any attention. I wander over and take a look, and the fable stops spinning as I approach. And gives me a helpless look, but it doesn't say anything. On the other side of the crates, out of sight from the path, there's a little boy sitting on the ground with his back on the boxes.
Are you Tommy?
Kid jumps, totally surprised. Oops. He scrambles up and looks at me with wide eyes.
How'd you know?
I don't know, kid. You're the only child missing.
Your mom's looking for you. She seemed pretty worried.
His expression goes from surprise to sullen.
I don't care. I don't want to go with her.
Buddy!
Why not? Why are you over here instead? 'Cause I'm hiding.
Uh-huh.
Oh. Okay.
Hey! What? Pretty crummy hiding spot. It's totally open on both sides. I don't say that, though. Then I look up at the fable floating overhead. It almost looks as glum as Tommy.
Who's that? That's Jerby! You mean you can see him?
Jerby?
I can. Is that weird? Mom and Dad can't see him. They think I'm just making him up. He doesn't talk, but he's real.
Oh, we've just lighted this kid's world up. Jerby waves from up high.
He kinda gave away your hiding spot. I saw him from the road. Mom can't see him, and that's all that matters. Why are you hiding from her? 'Cause
what? Tommy sits down and scratches at the dirt. Guess he doesn't want to talk about it. Just glad to end the conversation.
Well, good luck.
Start to walk away. It doesn't seem like he's in any danger, and I don't want to get blamed for him hiding in the first place.
Wait a minute.
The fuck? What? I turn around. He's already standing up again.
Are you gonna go tell her where I am?
Before I can answer, his eyes get huge again.
Tommy, there you are.
Well, Tommy. I have to turn around again. This time the wind from before, she's already flying past me.
Are you okay? What were you doing? Don't you ever run off like that again. Oh, I'm just glad you're safe, though.
Ah! She has Tommy in a tight hug, but he's just staring forward grumpily. Kirby is flying in distressing circles.
You found him, right? Thank you so much. I was so worried.
No problem.
I didn't really do anything. I did find him, but so did she. I guess she's not thinking about it much.
Come on, Tommy, let's go home. We'll talk about this there.
No, I'm not going. That's not home.
Oh, my ears flinch as he yells. He stamps his foot into the ground to make his point.
Tommy, sweetie.
Oh.
Where it's you, me, and Dad. Not that apartment.
Oh God, she took the kids in the divorce.
That's still your home too. But this, it's like your second home now.
No, it isn't. Not without you, it's not.
Oh, bud. Oh, he's having it.
You and Dad really have to get.
Oh, I didn't expect this today. Tommy, who is already sniffling, can't help from breaking down and crying as he throws his arm around his mom and hugs her back.
I don't want you to go.
Oh, bud. We've gotten Miho, we're in it now. I get the impression that I should probably leave. Normally I'm happy if he knows me listening on things, but right now seems kind of awkward. Neither of the humans notice me leave. The Kirby, the Fabled, sadly waves goodbye as I head off. I wonder what makes him stick around. I've never seen a Fabled like him before. Not being able to be seen by certain sure sounds useful, though. I don't have to go far before the sounds of Tommy and his mom talking are drowned out by the noise of the waterfront. I easily fit into the crowd of people milling about. Being able to live life that no one notices is close enough to being invisible. I'm pretty lucky that I don't have to go through these kinds of tearful conversations or panic about something missing. No, being part of the crowd is just fine for me. Stand at the concrete and admire the ocean till I've had my fill. I start wandering again. Oh, it's time to go to the library and sneak in and steal shit. And the moon is high in the sky. I decide it's time. This is the perfect kind of night for me. There's not much wind, meaning I'll be able to hear or smell anyone approaching. It's a little cloudy too, which will give me some cover from the moonlight. I make my way back up to the library, stopping as soon as I'm within sight, a shadowy place to hide, and watch the front for a few minutes. Like I'd hoped, nobody goes in and out. All of the windows are dark. I slowly creep up towards the entrance, ready to transform and flee if I have to. Nothing happens. No one tries to stop me. I peek into one of the windows. It's dark inside and I can't see anyone at all. Perfect. I move around to the back side of the building and check those windows too. Same thing. It's dark and empty.
This is gonna be too easy.
Back at the front door, I pick the lock and slip inside. I sneak from room to room, revisiting the items that I memorized yesterday. They're not expensive or fancy enough to think of them as treasures. I end up leaving a lot of them alone, since I don't want to carry too much with me. The rest goes into my coat pockets. Finally, I end up back at the painting in the corner, the piece that started this whole plan. I have to set a couple things down on the floor because the painting needs both hands for me to be able to lift it. It's heavier than it looks, and it's not very big. It's probably a good sign for how much it will be worth. Well, she could have a couple times to get it to come off the hook, but I manage. Tucking the painting under one arm, I pick up the goods from the floor. Should be enough for one night. Best to get in and out quick. We're gonna get stopped. I start to head back to the front door where I came. Before I get there, light floods the room. Uh-oh. My heart starts to race as I immediately prepare to run. Quick glance over my shoulder shows the woman from last night standing at the top of the stairs, her eyes glowing blue with anger. Oh no! She takes a step forward, not seeming to touch the stairs.
Leave that painting alone!
Okay. Gotta get out of here, now! Throwing caution in the wind, I clutch my spoils tight and charge for the door, trying to make myself as small a target as possible. The painting is too big for me to transform and still hold on to, so I've got to do this on two legs.
Please!
I don't stop. Just like my arrival here with the guard at Skyport, the thrill of being chased has already taken over. It's exciting and scary at the same time, but Either way, it spurs me to move faster. Using my shoulder, I crash out the front door into the night. Run as quickly as I can, keeping an eye out for patches of slick mud or puddles of water. The path I take goes far past Mount Victoria and my den, ending up in a small residential area. Stash the painting under a parked car, and then I take my fox form and crawl under a house, setting a mean gray cat who is already hiding there. Hi, damn it. Makes a low growling sound, and I glare at it, desperately willing it to be silent before it gives away my position. I crawl back as best I can, and that seems to scare it into shutting up. I'm not sure if I was being followed or not, but I don't want to take any chances. After 10 or so minutes, I climb out, pick up my loot, and sneak back towards my tent. Now that the excitement is worn off, I can't keep the smile off my face. There's nothing more satisfying than pulling off a heist, even one as easy as this. Other thieves I've heard about must have had it rough, having to stake out a place for a long time, trying hard not to be caught, making sure not to be seen. I've never done much planning. I just do whatever feels right. My ability to transform makes it pretty hard to catch me. Although I've had to leave stuff it's taking once or twice. Honestly, it'd get boring if I never got caught and had to run. My good mood lasts me all the way home, then disappears completely when I see who's waiting for me. Uh-oh. She found us. The woman in white. She stands outside my den, like she doesn't care at all to be out in the mud. In fact, her perfect clothes don't seem to get dirty at all. Back turned to me, she's staring up at the moon, but she faces me as I approach. She has that same calm presence as when I first saw her. I see a mournful look in her eyes, which gone back to brown instead of a furious blue. My heart quickens, almost suffocatingly, as she watches me intently. I know how quickly calm can turn into anger. I should run, but I can't look away.
How did you find me here? Before I even got back?
A friend of mine told me you might be found here.
Are you a vampire? As if you're a vampire, that's pretty neat. The voice is soft and warm, unlike the way she shouted back at the library.
A friend.
Are you a vampire? Ooh, isn't followed, I'm sure of that much. The shock of being found wearing off, the realization I'll need to find any place to stay sets in. For all that work, too.
I apologize for showing up uninvited. I'm here to ask that you please return that painting to me. You may keep the frame if you'd like, but the painting itself is very dear to me.
Oh. Found at the portrait I've been carrying for a while now. I haven't given the picture itself much thought. It's a beautiful painting, clearly very old. The girl shown in it is wearing a long flowing dress, looking down with a small smile. Good morning!
And also...
She breathes out slowly and my eyes narrow. It's the sound people make when they're acting calm but they're angry.
Should you want it, I have an extra room available in my library, with a soft bed and a warm meal. You may stay as long as you wish.
Sign me the fuck up! After I just tried to rob her, she's offering me a place to stay? No, I know this must be a trap. There's no way. Although, it's the same thing she asked me last night before I broke in. I'm sure she doesn't remember that.
Why?
Because I have more beds than I could possibly fill, and more food than I could eat.
I mean, if that's what we want to do.
If there is someone who wants or needs them, is it not appropriate to share these with them?
She's
Is it?
not sure what the answer she wants to hear. She looks at me again, the same expression as it was in the library. Her offer does sound kind of tempting.
I guess it's not like my place is as nice as yours.
Not anymore, at least. Not after it rained and made half of it mud. Down at the painting again. I sold it. It was just going to be so I could buy the same thing she's offering me. I still don't trust her. I've watched people enough to know better than that. It must be something she wants. I don't think she wants to hurt me. She knows I don't have anything worth stealing. If she did try and pull something, I could just run away. It's only one night. I can come back and try again, or find someplace else to take her out. Look down to the burrow past where she's standing. It looks less like a den and more like a pile of mud. The thought of sleeping there again practically makes the decision for me.
Fine, I'll take it.
It's okay, Neil. Girl in white is pretty. She really is, though. She breathes out slowly again and smiles. That doesn't mean she's angry.
Wonderful. I'm glad to hear it. I should introduce myself properly.
Her name's Juliet.
My name is Juliet. May I ask what yours is?
Juliet.
Miho.
Had to introduce myself twice in a day now. Has to be a new record.
Well, Miho, it's a pleasure to make your acquaintance. Let's return to the library. I can carry the painting if you'd like, or you may hold on to it until we get there.
She's so cute. She's so perfect. I shrug.
Here, feel free.
She's so pretty. She receives it very gently, and I quickly fall behind her as we begin to walk back. To my relief, she doesn't try and make any conversation. Instead, she silently cradles the painting as we go. When we get back to the library, the lights are off and the door is still unlocked. After setting the painting down on the desk, Juliet gestures towards the stairs.
It's on the second floor.
I follow her lead until she stops at one of the closed doors. She unlocks it and lets me in. The room is simple and cozy. A couple of dressers, a table, and a bed. Over the bed, there's a boxy window, still wide, big enough for me to sit on. On the table, there's a cheese sandwich and apple slice. We got happy slices and cake! There's also a pitcher of water.
I hope the food is to your liking. 2 rooms down the hall from here, you'll find a refrigerator, and you may help yourself to anything in there. My study is just past that. If you need anything, don't hesitate to come find me.
I love her.
Is there anything more I can bring for you?
I don't know, a wedding ring? Please? Situation like this, I just stole from her, and now I have both a bed and food in return. So to answer my confusion, she gives me a calm smile. It doesn't help.
Then I'll leave you to it. We can speak again in the morning. Good night, Miho.
Night. The door shuts behind her, and I expect to hear Juliet lock it. When I try to knob, after giving her a few moments, the door opens quietly into the dark hall. Juliet's nowhere to be seen. Pull the door back, shut behind me, and inspect the room for any hidden treasures or hidden threats. I also check the food, sniffing it to make sure there's no poison or anything. There is. I can't smell it, so I dig in instead.
Whoa. This is really good.
There's 3 different kinds of cheese in the sandwich, which is 2 more kinds than I knew existed. Bread is soft and buttery. I take a bite of the apple, juice rolls down my chin. Water that I wash it down with tastes better than the water from the stream by my den. When I'm done eating, I climb into bed, still feeling overwhelmed. More specifically, not knowing how to feel. Part of me fears that I made some kind of gigantic mistake, and that I'll wake up in danger if I ever wake up at all. Trusting my instincts has kept me alive on multiple occasions and for hundreds of years. Not that I've lost count of exactly how many. Something tells me that I don't have anything to fear from this woman, who I can only assume is my host and the owner of this place. So with that in mind, I pull the blankets up to my chin and adjust the luxurious pillows beneath my head. Who knows? Maybe the morning will bring trouble with it. But right now, just sleeping sounds alright. Wake up to the sound of birds chirping loudly outside. Blinking wearily, I prop myself up and look out toward the warm sunlight coming through the window. The sheets under my hand feel soft and dry. My hand goes to my neck, taking in the smooth familiarity of my necklace.
It's still here.
If someone was going to rob me, it's the last thing I have that would seem valuable. Sit up and look around. Doesn't look like anyone came in while I was asleep. Maybe I really am safe here. Wonder if Juliet's friend was the scent I noticed outside my den on the first morning. I don't know how else she could have found me, or how they did it without waking me up. It happened before it could happen again, as much as I hate to admit it. So I check around the room very thoroughly, but still don't notice anything different from when I went to bed.
Maybe it's not a trick.
Maybe not. All my past experiences have told me that there has to be a catch. Nothing's free. Nothing. No matter how hard I try, I can't figure out what it could be. Juliet. Could Juliet have really been telling the truth? It seems so unlikely. It'd be nice if it was true. But if it wasn't, I let myself believe, only to be wrong in the end. Then that would hurt even more, wouldn't it? Better not to even take the risk. After all, I've lived a lot of years this way. It's not like I hate it. Making my mind up feels better right away too. It just makes more sense. Even if I tried to stay, I don't think I'd ever stop worrying. This way I know for sure that I'm in charge of my own destiny. Now that I know this room is unoccupied, I might be able to sneak back in sometime when I need a place to stay. It wouldn't be too hard to climb one of the trees and get in through the window. Take one last look, just for the night. It was a nice what if. And I head downstairs and out the door, not speaking a word to anyone. It's another nice day. Same as when I first arrived in Wellington. Warm sun and blue skies with just a hint of clouds. For a while I meander around town, eating the last of my pastries from the convenience store hall for breakfast. Today feels like another restart. I have no debt, no supplies, no anything. It's less exciting now than it was when I first arrived. I have a destination in mind, but eventually I end up at the waterfront. There's an airship over the bay descending closer towards the skyline. A couple of kids down the beach wave up at it, seemingly excited. People arriving on that ship all have somewhere that they're planning to go when they get off, huh? They've all got people waiting to see them. What have I got? Some trash and an old scroll. So far, Wellington's giving me nothing but questions. That never bothered me in any of the other cities I've been to, so why now? Guess that's another question for the pile. Push myself off the railing and head back into town. I go through the motions of scouting for somewhere to rebuild my den, but my heart really isn't in it. We're back at the cafe! Eerie radar. Dude, for real though. I ended up at Bell House again. It's just the place I go when I have nowhere else to go. There are more customers than usual, so there are two people working behind the counter. It only takes a brief glance to notice that one of them is Aspen. Aspen. I wonder if she'll think I'd like the fairy kiss chiller again today, or maybe I'll make a different sort of first impression today. Line moves pretty quickly. Helps that Aspen doesn't spill anything this time. It's my turn to order. I step up to the counter with a big smile.
Oh, hello! What can I make for you today?
I'll have a fairy kiss chiller, please.
Certainly. Good choice.
Reach for my wallet to pay, but she stops me.
Oh, don't worry about that. It's on the house today.
Great!
Free shit!
What does that mean?
It means that you don't have to pay for it. As an apology for yesterday.
Yesterday. What? Why does that sound so strange? I nearly miss her talking, my mind having tripped over the word. She reaches for a cup, the pen already in her hand.
And that's for Miho, right?
She remembers us!
For Miho?
My name? She remembers my name? My heart begins to race wildly, my body reacting just as strongly as my mind. Aspen frowns, clearly noticing that something's off. My head's in too much of a daze to deal with it, though.
It is Miho, right?
She checks the notebook on the counter, brow furrowing deeply as her fingers slowly moves down the page and taps one of the lines. What do I say? How do I explain? For the first time in my life, for the first time in hundreds of years, somebody remembered my name? It's not supposed to be like this. I'm supposed to be forgotten. Every time, without fail. It's my armor. It's my life. I take a step backwards. I have to run. I have to get away from here. I have to get away. But where to? I've just been running, and running. I don't have anywhere else to run. But I don't have any other choice. Without a plan or destination, I turn on my heel and bolt outside, not daring to look back. Everything is wrong. I have to go. She calls my name again as I disappear into the street. It's not the first time I've heard that as I fled. But never like this, never with such a confused, worried tone. Feeling sick to my stomach, I push myself and run even faster. Maybe I should have just leave this whole city. Take the next airship out of here and act like it never happened. I could go somewhere else, back to China or America or anywhere, and start over again. Within days, it'd be like I'd never even came to Wellington. My life would go back to normal, and eventually I'm sure Aspen and Juliet would forget me, just like they're supposed to. Nothing would be different, except that's not quite true. I wouldn't forget what happened here, even if everyone else did. No matter what, I'm sure I won't ever be able to get the past few days out of my mind. I go back, get to Mount Victoria, I finally stop running, not because this place is special or because I wanted to come here, but because I don't know where else I'd go. I make my way up to the top of the mountain, just like I did on my first day. The view, which I admired so much last time, doesn't do much for me now. Instead, the city looks cluttered and confused from up here. My chest hurts from running so long. I'm much more used to quick bursts of sprinting to get away from something or someone. I guess it's still what I'm doing right now. But I'm not sure what it is I'm running from. Whenever something goes wrong, my first instinct is to flee. Aspen remembering me definitely counts as something wrong, but when I stop to think about why, some of the reasons are obvious mostly. What if it's not just Aspen? What if everybody can remember me now, or worse, what if people who forgot about me a long time ago start to remember me? Both could get me in a lot of trouble. My days as a thief would probably be over. There are places where I could never show my face again. The smart thing to do is leave. I can see a couple of airships at the skyport right now, and I have everything with me. I can just go. There's nothing keeping me here. I make my way up to the top of the mountain just like I did on my first day, and yet I don't move. I still don't even know what it is I'd be running away from. Aspen, from Wellington. When I think about it, I have to admit that running wouldn't get me anywhere. This worry, these questions would follow me wherever I go. No matter how far, no matter how long. So then what do I do? The only answer I can think of is the scariest one. The one that goes against everything that I've learned. Closing my eyes, I picture the library and Juliet's offer. Picture Aspen, whom I barely know, but who's already changed my life. Maybe I should stay and try and find out more. Maybe, just maybe, being remembered might not be all that bad. I clench my fists so tightly that my knuckles turn white. The urge to turn tail and head for the skyport is so strong. It's almost like a magnet pulling me there. I resist it though. Slowly I walk back down the mountain, making my way to the library. I'm not sure what to say when I get there. Explain everything to Juliet. Hope she'll let me stay in the room again. I don't even need the room. I could rebuild my den and hide out there. Maybe in a new spot. And that Juliet doesn't know about. Not having to worry about the weather or other animals would be nice though. There's no telling if Juliet will remember me too. It might be easier to pretend this is my first time visiting and just ask if there's anywhere to stay. Even though I'm not moving very fast, I still don't feel ready for the conversation by the time I reach the library's entrance. It's only been an hour or so since I left the Bell House, so it's not late enough for the library to be closed. The usual stream of people flows in and out of the doors.
Okay, I can do this.
You got this, baby girl. I believe in you, Miho. I stand off to the side of the entrance, preparing myself as people pass to and fro. My heart is racing the same way it does during an intense break-in, maybe even harder. The tail twitches back and forth. Usually I don't notice, but right now I'm super aware of everything about myself. Fighting off my instincts, I open the door and let myself inside. I'd been expecting to have to look for Juliet, but instead she's right by the entrance. What surprises me most, however, is the woman leaning against the large desk beside her. Aspen, who's now engaged in conversation with a look of deep concern on her face.
She wasn't there when I checked the bedroom. I wish she would have spoken to me first, at least.
Oh! I barely catch the end of Juliet's sentence. She notices me only moments after I spot her. For a second, her mouth forms a perfect O of surprise.
Juliet? What are you...
She has a little braid! Aspen turns to follow Juliet's gaze, her eyes opening wide at the sight of me.
Miho!
I have 2 girlfriends. I have 2 girlfriends. My brain goes blank. Rehearsed lines flying out of my head.
Hey there.
I slink over to where they're standing, hands in my pockets, unsure of what I should say first.
It's nice to see you again, Miho. I was hoping that you'd return.
Oh,
Me too. That was pretty sudden. I worked extra hard on that drink for you, you know.
oh! I freeze up, looking for the words. Aspen's expression softens in concern.
Miho?
Alright, the drink. I'm sorry.
Well, I ended up drinking it myself, so I suppose I can't complain too much.
Wow, Lenore, your mom lets you have 2 girlfriends? I know, right? She laughs and I can't stop myself from blurting out my next words.
You seem different.
I'm sorry?
Like, less polite?
Well,
I'm not at work anymore, am I?
what am I even saying? What was I planning on saying again?
Will you be staying for a while, Miho? If so, we can continue this conversation in the dining room. It's a bit more private there.
I feel like once we end this chapter, we'll probably end stream. Juliet takes charge of the conversation effortlessly, and I accidentally sigh in relief.
Yeah, sure. That sounds great. I'm not gonna run away again.
Oh,
I'm glad to hear that. Right this way, then.
so I'm assuming Juliet and Aspen are friends. Juliet leads the way down the hall and into one of the locked rooms. We enter a cozy little room, tables and chairs, as well as a fridge. The 3 of us sit down, and although I'm in my chair, so I'm not as close to the others.
Can I get you anything to eat or drink, Miho?
I shake my head. I'm hungry, but I'm way too nervous to eat. Juliet smiles in response to my answer, which came just a little too quickly to sound natural. The way both she and Aspen are looking at me, I can tell they're expecting me to say something first. None of the words that I planned are coming back to me. What do people in these situations even say? The temptation to run away is overwhelming, the door just a few feet behind me. My knuckles whiten as I tightly clench my fists in my lap, pushing myself to resist the urge. I told myself that I'm gonna take this chance. Even if it's the hardest thing I've ever done, I'm going to be honest with them.
Well...
I struggle to think of a way to say it. Juliet waits patiently, gazing coolly in my direction more than directly at mine. Aspen soon grows restless, however, her expression clouded with concern.
Sorry. I don't know how to just say
Oh.
things. I've only ever copied other people's, so I...
Oh. Aspen's expression clears up in some sort of understanding.
It's okay, Miho. Take your time.
Oh.
So I don't really know how to talk like this.
You're doing just fine.
I love them both.
If you say so.
And I am exceptionally homosexual in this moment.
It's not just talking either. I don't know much about anything. Well, anything human. All I really know about is being a fox. And all we foxes care about is how to survive. It might be hard to believe, but I'm not a normal fox either. There's something kinda special about me. Kinda different.
Your beads around my neck. Their constant warmth and presence is reassuring. I avoid looking either Aspen or Juliet's face. What else?
Usually, I have to steal to get by. I don't just have to, I like to. I'm good at it too.
I'm a great thief!
That's how I ended up meeting Juliet.
I'm an incredible
And
thief.
the reason I'm so good at it is because I don't know why it happens, but ever since I got my human form, everyone forgets me. Even the people who catch me stealing from them. After a day or two, I can walk right past their face and they wouldn't even recognize me.
Are we crunchy? Ah, man. We're getting into the crunch zone, aren't we? Get back up there, bitrate. Come on.
No one has ever recognized me. Until Aspen remembered who I was at the Bell House.
Come on, stop being crunchy. Get up there.
It was such a shock that I ran away. That's what I always do.
Oh,
I was thinking about leaving Wellington forever.
we're really in the
Even though I
crunch
just
zone,
arrived
huh?
a couple days ago.
Not crunchy on YouTube. Oop, there's the crunch. Yeah, give it a second. It'll get crunchy.
I'm still kind of tempted. But instead, I came back here. And that's it.
Oh. Just hearing words come out of my mouth makes me want to die of embarrassment. Makes me uncomfortable when other people think about me. And yet, putting everything out there feels surprisingly good. It's like a weight has come off my shoulders. There's no going back now, and that's a relief in its own way.
So you're saying that you've never ever had a family? Or a friend?
Bye, Splins! Have a good day!
Nope, never. And not since I stopped being a regular fox, at least.
Aww.
Oh. I'm so sorry to hear that.
Why?
Well, because that's... not to be rude, but that sounds rather lonely to me.
Lonely, huh? I've never thought about it before.
Bro, you live by yourself in a fucking hole in the ground. Yes, you're lonely.
I see.
Aspen sits back, still looking concerned from the way she keeps fidgeting. I get the impression she wants to say more, but is holding back. Juliet swoops in to salvage the situation.
You have been very brave to stay here, Miho. I'm personally glad that you decided to come back to the library. I had your room prepared in hopes that you would.
Oh.
You're welcome to use it for as long as you'd like. I think that we could become great friends.
Can we be more than friends? Please. Please.
Friends.
Please. 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 I roll the world around in my mouth as if it were a strange food I'm gingerly trying. Is that a word that fits me? Is that something I can have? Never really seemed a possibility before. None of what Juliet's offering me has. Right now, it feels like I'm standing at the end of one path and the beginning of another. I can turn around and go back the way I came, back to the den and a life spent alone. I know that world. I've done it for many years. back. Not now. Not where there can be something more, something new. Everything could be different if I just let it. And I look at Aspen and Juliet. Can you tell what they're hoping to say?
I think I'd like that.
Big smiles overtake both their faces. They're so cute. It's lovely. I let myself smile too.
Well then, Miho. Welcome home.
Oh! Chapter 2, A Life Worth Living. Okay. Save. Let's save real quick. Oh, man. Okay. We've saved. Alright. We're gonna play this again. Sometime soon. Probably, next week. Because I've already got so much planned out this week. We might switch this out in and out for another VN. This is literally so cute, though. I adore this to death. I absolutely love it. So cute. We've got to make up our minds, though, if we want to try doing Juliet's route, or if we want to do Aspen's route. They're both adorable. Like, they're both so stinking cute. And the music for this game, too, is absolutely super adorable. I, like, genuinely love this. Again, this is from Studio Lawn, for those of you who don't know. Studio Lawn, they focus on Yuri VNs, which is great, because I love a good Yuri. So there's like a few different ones that have been on my list. Please Be Happy is one of them that's been on my list for a really long time. But later on, I would really like to play, oh gosh, what's the other one that I have? There's one that I have on my list. What is it? Hold on, I have it. Where is it? I have it somewhere around here. Twofold. Twofold's the other one that I want to play on stream as well. Juliet, she's super hot. You know you want to. Juliet feels like the best option, really, for me. I feel like she's definitely one that I'm going to fall really hard and really fast for. She's so pretty. She's so cute. Twofold's the other one that I've been looking at, which is more of like a college story. Like a college story with a couple of different love interests. I'm very excited about that. But I just... I love a good VN. I'm so excited to be able to play more VNs. I've got so much to, like, knock off my list. Like, if I were to just... Let me actually... Visual novel. To give you guys an idea of how many visual novels I have 66 different visual novels on my Steam right now, and most of them I have not had the chance to actually play. Like, I'd really like to finish, obviously, the Zero Escape series, Witch on the Holy Night's on our list. I have Vampire Therapist, which I do want to play probably around Halloween. I have Steins Gate. I've never played Steins Gate before. forth. That's on my list. We have Slate the Princess. I need to finish playing Oz Mafia on stream, because we haven't done that. I have Psychedelia of the Black Butterfly, which is an interesting otome that I've been eyeballing. I've got Nameless, which is an interesting otome that I've been eyeballing. Keep saying I'm gonna play Mamiya on stream. We need to finish Kimono Tea Time. We need to finish Omni Cipher. I want to play Hakuoki too. Well, all my other VNs are in my are physical. I have Extella and Extella Link, which I mean those are technically VNs, but you know. And then I have Coffee Talk series that I haven't had a chance to play. We haven't played Bustafellas on stream, but I do want to do that. Bloody Painter is something that I have in mind for maybe like a Halloween. And then I'd really like to play One Bit Heart. Some of these aren't like romance or anything like that, but just something that I really want to play. And I think you guys will probably really enjoy them. I'd hope so at the very least. Because I enjoy stuff like that. So here we are. We're gonna go find somebody to raid into today. Let's see if there's any plans. Any slide. Well, I think we might just call it. And then we'll be back Thursday with more Samurai Remnant. We've got a little bit to go on that. We do have some stuff that we've got to finish up for that, for sure. So I will see you guys next time. I will talk to you guys on Thursday. And we'll have more stream then. Thank you guys for coming. I love you guys. I'll see you then. Bye-bye. Take care. Be safe. Love you. Be good. And do good things. Bye-bye.